Hey, this is Byron. How are you doing? Thank you for listening to me. The first thing I want to talk about is retirement. A lot of my friends told me I talked about this before, but they told me to talk about it again because it's a serious, serious problem in our society, and that's retirement. People, what I think you should do, this is my personal opinion, and this is what I did. I prepared before I retired. I know looking forward to retirement is such a great thing. You just look forward to it. You're so close to it. But you got to prepare yourself before you retire because you can run into a problem with actually nothing to do. Every human body has to have something to do all the time. That's just the way it is. So you should plan for retirement before you retire. Get hobbies. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Get hobbies. Get hobbies and just try to think of something you could be passionate about. That's what I'm saying. Get hobbies, passionate hobbies, something you can really be passionate about. Because this is the final chapter in your life. You got your birth, you got your teenage years, you have your working years from 20 to 65, and then you retire, the final stage of your life. You got to prepare yourself for that. Life is not over. This is just the final stage of your life. But it could be over if you're not prepared for it. Um, you get one check per month. But see, it seems like when people retire, they start living so extravagant. They want to catch up on things. You want to fly everywhere, travel everywhere because you don't have to work. You know you're going to get that one check for the rest of your life. So you start flying and going to the boat and doing crazy stuff. And that stuff is very expensive, but it runs out. Then you got to come down to reality. You're retired and you get that one check per month. You have to start budgeting. Everybody hate that word. You have to start budgeting. Like I said, traveling is very expensive. When you travel, but when you do travel, go and visit your family, people you never met before. That's a good idea. Don't just try to travel out the countries and see all these beautiful sights. Go and while you got the time, go and see the family that you have not met before. Your cousins, your uncles, uh, your grand, not grand, yeah, your grandkids and things like that. So go and take care of that. If you have nothing to do after you retire, after you travel and live so extravagantly, it becomes very, very dangerous. Don't accept nothing to do. Don't do it. Don't accept that. Do not fight through that. Fight through that. Do not accept nothing to do. The human body always needs something to do. I mean that. Because you had to fill a void. The void from working 9 to 5. Just say if that was your shift, working 9 to 5. You got to fill that void because you get up maybe 7 o'clock in the morning, take your shower, eat your breakfast, drink your coffee, and then you go to work at 8. You got to be there at 9, and then you get off at 5. But you got to drive through heavy traffic and stuff like that and get home about 7. You got to fill that whole void. That whole void is gone. I know it seems so joyous, but it's gone. You have to somehow fill that void a little bit. Not all of it, at least a little bit. Otherwise, you're going to be bored and you're going to slowly, slowly die. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You have to have something to do. That's why I said get hobbies. Um, every morning when you wake up in the morning after you retire, have a plan. Have a plan on what you're going to be productive that day. Have a plan what you're going to do every single day. Eat right. You're getting older. Eat right. That's the first thing. Because the human body don't heal as quick as it did when you was young. So if you get sick, it could be fatal. You got to be careful. You're in the 60s and 70s. You're that age. If you get sick, it could be fatal. So make sure you eat right and exercise. Exercise. It's tough for me to say that word. Make sure you eat right and exercise. That's very, 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 very important. Trying to see what I'm missing here. Because we're prone to stuff like obesity, trying to think, heart disease, diabetes, things like that. You're prone to that when you get older. So you got to be careful. You got to really be careful. Um, this is really a touchy subject, so I got to make sure I cover everything. One thing you have to do is you have to get out the house and interact with people. That's exactly what you have to do. You cannot stay cooped up in the house. And kids, make sure you help your parents do this. Help your parents find something to do. Kids, you can do that. With technology, you can Google it. There's so many things towards walking in the park, gardening, cleaning the house spectacularly. Like I said, going to the park, going places, volunteer work, things like that. Even if your parents say, hey, son, daughter, I have nothing to do, I want to go back to work, get a part-time job. That might sound stupid to you kids, but that's something they really feel that they need to do. Don't fight them on it. If they want to go back and get a part-time job, support them, because they didn't probably covered everything in their life that they say is no way out of this situation. I'm in a rut. I have nothing to do, and I tried everything. They tried every avenue. The only alternative in their mind is they need to go back to work. Let them go. Do not fight them on it. In their hearts, they feel that they need to go back to work. So let them do it. But one thing I suggest that people should do, I'm a YouTuber. Somehow track your life story, what you've been through in life, so people can see it. That's like a legacy for you. That's why I YouTube, so people can track my life and my father's life. My father's 90 years old, and I try to let everybody know what exactly he has been through from the plantation when slavery started all the way until he's 90 years old. I asked him a lot of this stuff. He remembers some of it, some things he don't remember, but I'm trying to give him a legacy. Like I'm trying to get a legacy because of YouTube. There's so many ways. Tell them to write down their story somewhere so you can tell their story somehow. The kids can tell their story, or the grandkids could tell their grandmother or mother's story or father's story. That's a gift to them. To ask them about their life and write it down for them, and then get on YouTube or something else and tell their story. That's a beautiful gift to them, and that's something you can do when you're retired too. I don't think I missed anything, but retirement, like I said, could be very dangerous if you don't have anything to do. So plan for it. Get some hobbies you're passionate about, and so you can enjoy the final stage of your life. I hope people listen to this. Please hit that red subscribe button, please. But the most important thing, please share this video so people can see it. So people will see what to do and what not to do when it comes to retirement. Because it's a beautiful thing when you think about it, when you first getting ready to retire. It's so beautiful. But then all of a sudden it could go the other way too. Thank you for your time. I'm going to talk to you later.